No. Lonnie, it was Gray. I was going to 103 for Gray. Gray started to head over. Lonnie just saw Gray.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're trying to make it.
Yeah, right.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Disney's EPCOT Center, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. We're here for a People Watching Wednesday, here on Wednesday, April 21st, 2026. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Hit that bell notification for all of our upcoming views around the Walt Disney World parks. Yes, welcome to the chat, everyone. Welcome, Reed. Yes, it is a glorious Wednesday. Another good day. The temperature is pretty much identical to what it's been the last couple of days, but without the wind. It's been about 80 degrees Monday, Tuesday, and today. But definitely felt cooler on Tuesday. We actually went to Universal Studios on Tuesday. I had a family member, as I said on Monday. A family member that I have not seen, if at all, in the last 40-something years of my existence. He was coming to Florida for a quick vacation, and he wanted to meet up. So we went to Universal Studios. We had an interesting start of the day, because as I've said before, let's go into detail with the story a little bit. So I got a notification about a month or so ago that our passes were up for renewal. It didn't take the automatic payment for our passes, so I figured, okay, we'll just take care of that next time we go up there. And of course, we were also putting it off, not knowing if we did want to renew our Universal passes. But then my cousin was saying he was coming in town, they were going to Universal Studios, so why not? So we decided to renew our passes on the way going there. The issue was apparently my credit card information. It said that my credit card expired. The credit card on file was still active, so I don't know why they had that miscalculation. But then, of course, as things go, the system went down as they were trying to update our new information. Well, when the system went down, then she couldn't get back into it to take in our first payment. So all of our information was accurate now, but they couldn't take the first payment. So since we were on our way to Universal Studios anyway, she just said we could just go to guest relations, they'll be able to take care of it from there. So we do just that. We go to guest relations, and unfortunately, for some odd reason, our account was locked on that team member's side, and they went to lunch. So long story short, after roughly about, I would say 30, 45 minutes of trying to get that thing situated. We finally got in. We did find out a big deal for us is my disability pass with Universal Studios is now good for the remaining of the year. If you don't know, Universal Studios has a very similar system to the disability pass that Disney has, except they go through a third party. You have to provide various documents to that third party. They, in return, will grant you access to their disability pass. I have heard that it is still difficult to get into. There has to be actually a viable reason. I think it's more of a distinguishing between the disability and the handicap, per se. Because some people are trying to go to the parks with, broken foot, broken wrist, or something like that, something that they're healing from. That technically does not constitute as a disability. It's more just a handicap because it is somewhat temporary. It's kind of a weird way of how they word things, but it does make sense in some instances where, like you have the ability of doing these things because this is like a temporary handicap. You will heal from it versus someone who cannot heal from, certain things. So we got that situated, met up with my cousin, very good day, very casual theme park fans. So it was a very, very casual day, very good to see him. But it was really good too because, again, we did just kind of update our passes, we got all this situated. We'll probably give it another year with Universal Studios, depending on what they do with Epic Universe. If Epic Universe gets included or gets updated to the annual pass system, that is a park that I would like to probably go to a few more times before we may hang up the Universal passes altogether. Still on par to possibly getting some Disneyland passes. We're just kind of working through a few more things, so stay tuned for that as well. But other than that, the weather, 79 degrees, 80 degrees is the high roughly for the past 3 days. The wind has definitely helped it for a lot of people who are not used to this heat. Even our 90-degree day that we had on Saturday was very bearable because the humidity has not kicked in just yet. Also, I like to stay up with the positive attitude that we've had over the last few days. It's a positive, even though, again, the tests have been out there. Tested our patients yesterday. A little bit of test of patients today with some things that, let's be former cast members. We know what can run smoothly, what should run smoothly. But that patience has paid off because here we are at EPCOT. We've already done one round.
Hey, is your sound okay? Did you see that Spring Blossom Berry said something about the sound?
No.
Okay. Just ask me if the sound's okay.
Let me see. Hold on here.
Why didn't I just see it? Let me listen to the video.
Okay. And we're gonna do a sound check. Maybe you could put the microphone on.
Oh, you're very muffled. Like you're talking into an aluminum can.
Oh, is this a little bit better? Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
No, it's like you have your mouth on a microphone. Like, you know how you're talking to a microphone, it's real,
Let me see. 'Cause I don't even know where the microphone is at on this device here.
I'm confused. I thought you were supposed to have wireless headphones.
Well, remember I said I haven't got it set up yet because it was actually regular headphones. Hold on, let me see if this one.
It sounds like a speaker that's blowing. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like you have your mouth on a wet microphone.
Let me see this here then. Is this anybody testing 1 2? Testing 1 2.
I can definitely hear you touching the microphone.
Let me see here. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Let me do a mic test. Mic test. Could you hear me there? Is that any better or no? Microphone test. Microphone checker 1 2.
I mean, I can still hear it. I don't think that's how it normally sounds.
Well, here, let me, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna just take the headphones off and see how that works. Alright, let's test out the microphone check on this one. I will not, if it works better this way, then I'll just be going without the chat. Microphone check, 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 check. Let me know in the chat down below if that sounds a little bit better. I disconnected the headset. Yeah, leave a comment in the chat down below if the microphone is just a little bit better. Microphone check. Jenny is sitting right here, so she'll be able to read the comment if the microphone is sounding better. Hold on a second. I might have to turn, I don't know, I think my Wi-Fi might have been on. Let's see if I could do this.
Studio Tower's here.
Oh, perfect. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. Let me
Turn the Wi-Fi off?
yeah, turn the Wi-Fi off. Let's see if that works here. And real quick, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hear me, give me a chat down below if the microphone is coming in pretty good now. I had to, maybe the Wi-Fi. I've noticed that a lot of times I've had issues with the audio because the Wi-Fi is on. So let me know if you can hear me a little bit better than you could a little bit earlier. Once again, microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Tony Tower, welcome in. Once again, let me know in the chat down below. And also, if you are inside the chat, go ahead and like this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you can. As this will be our view for the the duration of this live stream, as we are just going to be joining some people watching Wednesday here at EPCOT. It's about a high of about 79, 80 degrees.
Down at all?
Huh?
Can you turn your mic down?
I don't think so. Unless the kids at it. I wasn't sure if no one said anything because I had the microphone out, so I wasn't sure if that was any better either. Ooh, Yep, that's it. That's just loud on my end. Let me just turn. Let me just take this out. I don't know. Microphone check. Microphone check. I'm gonna go again, once again, without the headphones. Microphone check. Microphone check without the headphones. Microphone check. I just won't be able to check. No. I really don't know because I don't know what would have happened because the volume button doesn't do anything.
Okay, so you have volume up and down.
Yeah, I don't know what that middle button is. I don't ever push it. Something up here though. I can just check back into the chat once in a while. Yeah, I don't know where the microphone would even be.
Is it the little hole on the back of the little volume button? Like there's a little hole on the back
Oh,
of this.
maybe.
Is that it? I think if you turned it down,
Well, the problem is, because like if I turn it down, then I can't hear my voiceover. But I don't think the microphone has anything to do with that though. I think this is just volume up, volume down for the headphone itself. I don't think the microphone makes a difference. Okay. I'll just check the... Well, not these. Well, yeah, I mean... Well, yeah, but... Well, yeah, they worked fine just the other day, so I don't know what could have just happened. That's all right. I'll test it out later today.
Just go. Just put it back in.
Well, it's not picking up there even here.
No, you can. I'm listening
Oh,
to
okay.
it. I'm listening to it.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and plug this headphones back in. See how this works. I'll just play around with this.
Here's another thing, babe. Whenever you plugged your headphones back in, everything got louder.
The headphones and they got louder? Interesting. Hold on. Because Reed just said, hold on, what did that last message say?
Okay, that's what Reed said. When you use the headphones, the mic is switching.
Hold on. Alright, let me see if this will work.
It's too loud. We're gonna take it back out. It's like blowing our ears.
Well, that's weird. Why all of a sudden... Okay, hold on. That's interesting. Alright, let me just connect this thing. Ooh, like I said, patience is being tested. Oh, will that not be in the way? I mean, I can. Yeah, I think I will. Alright, let me just, It is? I don't know. No, I'll just stay here. Yeah. No, it's alright. I'll stay here. Well, that's what I was thinking too, but I don't want to mess up. I don't know if that'll mess up the phone at all. Well, the problem is the volume, because the volume button is where the clamp is.
Oh, do you want me to fix that? I mean, it always is, but I can fix that.
Probably.
Okay, let me try that.
Alright guys, hold on folks. We're gonna see if we can get this thing situated here.
Okay. I fixed that. What is this little icon down here on the phone? I saw that yesterday. What?
What's it look like?
Oh, never mind. Oh, how do I get out of that? Oh my
What
god.
did you do, Ray?
Oh my god. I see. Okay, I know what it is.
What kind of icon is it? What happened?
The whole thing just went limp.
The gimbal?
Yes.
Did you take the thing off?
No.
Oh.
No, I did not take the thing
Oh.
off. I just scooted the phone down. Is it because now it's not in the center? It's not centered though.
Let me turn it off and turn it back on again then. Because I think if it's on, then it doesn't like to be touched.
Well. Okay.
So it's off, and you got the thing on, or turning it back on?
Do I need to push it back over?
What do you mean?
Okay. So I pushed it down so that it wasn't touching the volume button, but when I did that, it didn't like that. Okay.
Oh,
Now turn
okay.
it back on.
Turn it back on.
Oh. Well. Okay. Now let me. I bet it's gonna do it again because it's off center. Let me give it a minute and see. Scoot it down. Can I touch it?
Yeah, as long as you're not like trying to move it manually. Or can we use the little knob to?
I'm just trying to scoot the phone down. I tried to scoot the phone down so that it wasn't on the volume button. But when I did that, it made the phone off center, and I think that's what it didn't like.
Well, that's what I say too, because I don't think like once it's on, you have to turn it off because then it has to recollaborate. So once you shifted it, I think I had to recollaborate where to distribute the weight. I mean, so far, if it's going good so far.
Nope.
No, it didn't like that?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Turn it off.
yep. Because the last time I was doing that is because it didn't like the fact that I guess I put it in the clip upside down. Then it didn't like that I put the clip on after I turned the gimbal on.
Yeah. Let me give it a minute and see what it does.
But in any case, most of you who already know us by now, this is some of the chaos that ensues as we do our live streams as frequent as possible. We're here live at Disney's EPCOT for some people watching at the main entrance gates of EPCOT Center. Spaceship Earth obviously in the distance.
Reed says, no worries, every streamer has tech issues.
I mean, I do feel good about that though, because I know a lot of the ones, they've either been late or they've had some difficulties while on the ride. or while on their stream, I should say.
Yeah. Reed said it sounds good now.
Well,
Well, the problem is, so we had to
Yeah.
Nope, there it went again.
So basically,
Okay.
it has to be on the. It has to be blocking the volume button. Yeah, as of right now, the sound should sound good because apparently I might have an issue with my headphones. I don't know if it's not collaborating right or if there's.
Okay. Let me listen to it now on my phone.
I mean, as long as it's probably gonna sound good without the microphone. I'll give it one more try with the microphone, see how that works.
So you sound fantastic now.
All right, let's try this one more time. You got your volume up? Plug this in 3, 2, 1. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing. Let me know if that is any better.
Got loud again.
We tried to meander through this. If not, I'll probably just have to go this literally blind. So I will not be able to interact with anybody in the chat. So if any of our moderators can leave that as a note for anybody that does leave any comments, specifically looking for any answers. But nonetheless, I can definitely hold my own when it comes to the conversation as we try to figure some of these things out. Now, update on some of our equipment. I did order another headset that is Bluetooth. However, I have to maybe finagle some settings because for some odd reason, once I try to activate YouTube, it doesn't connect to the headphones. So everything else on my phone comes through, but then once I go live on YouTube, it's like it disconnects from the Bluetooth altogether, which is kind of a no-no. I wouldn't mind if the headphones just operated as headphones. But for some reason, every time I plug in a device using the YouTube app, if I use the headphones just to hear, it cuts off the microphone. So I have not mastered that at all. I am going to try to look into these other third-party streaming sources. Obviously, it takes me some time because some of the apps don't really work well with the voiceover, so I'm kind of left in the dark as to what I could work with. Like we have played around with Prism before in the past, but we had some difficulties with our Prism because the audio wouldn't come in at all. And then I have downloaded Streamlabs, but I'm a little nervous because I don't know if I have to set up the stream first on YouTube, and then when I connect to Streamlabs, it automatically goes on through there. Of course, I would imagine that those are pretty much a lot of visual that has to be done. Like I've always said, if this was about 8-9 years ago, I probably would have mastered this and been really good at it, but it is what it is. But anyways, I'd like to thank everybody that has tuned in to the introduction of this chaos. Sometimes we get a lot more viewers when we have the chaos ensue. But yes, thank you for Reed, Tony and Tower, Strawberry, Spencer. I saw Spencer was here. But yeah, I'm gonna hold my own. But yeah, as you can see, we are here at EPCOT. Depending on who you ask, the experimental prototype city of tomorrow. That's actually what's been playing in the early morning when the EPCOT Center first opens. They play a little snippet of Walt Disney as he was introducing the concept, and he does say city, but Tiki Man fan has said that there is reports of it being said in both ways from Walt Disney himself. I like the city of tomorrow because that was the original concept. But of course, you could really definitely call this version a community because obviously Walt Disney's vision was to have cast members that can live right here on property, which would ultimately be a dream, of course. But I think with it not being in that, not going in that direction, definitely could say community, as we are just a very big Disney loving community. And one of the things I did want to also kind of empower is the power of positivity. Again, I'm on this positivity trip as of the last week or so. Just want everybody to stay encouraged, stay positive. Don't think of keep the negative thoughts out of your mouth. Keep the negative thoughts out of your mind if you can. As you can tell from some of the things we've experienced just in the last few days, it's like it wants me to have a bad day, but I'm not going to have a bad day. Can't have a bad day. I'm at EPCOT. I'm at Disney World. But with that being said, too, again, with the power of positivity and also with this Disney community, I like to do a little bit of like what Disneyland does. Disneyland, I think a lot of those guys, they get together more often. I know that there's a lot of people that still make it a grind. But I think for the most part, the Disneyland community is very tight-knit. I think the Disney World community is a little bit different. I think that most of the YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, it's like it's all for themselves. Kind of disrespecting the notion that this is Disney World. This place is to be bringing people together. And that's kind of like what I would love to do. I've noticed that we've had a lot of people that's coming in from other people's YouTube channels, which is also great. But of course, like I always say, sharing the wealth. If you tune into us, that is great. Like and subscribe if you can. And then, of course, take a chance and go to some random YouTubers that are out there. Everyone has good content, in my opinion. You can't go wrong with, if you're filming Disney, you can't go wrong with your content. Sometimes it's the characters. It's the character of the people that may not be enjoyable. But we're all in this together doing the exact same thing, filming Disney content for those of you who cannot come on a frequent basis the way that most of us can, or most of us that are fortunate enough. And also to pass on some of the knowledge that we have, whether you've come to Disney World for years or if you've worked for any of the parks. Ambient mode is off. Yeah, I didn't touch it unless, I don't know. I got it. Unless that mode, because I would imagine ambient mode. So when you set it, it's loud. Is it everything that is loud? The music and everything? Then maybe that's what it is. Because I know the microphone catches everything. It got tripped up sometimes when I was setting it up. I don't know. Well, not necessarily, because like accidentally because it might be like everything's fine now because it's just using the basic microphone on the phone. But if I'm plugging in that, now it's like that's an external mic, so now it's like maybe that setting has to be taken out. It's 21st and 22nd. I think I said the date wrong earlier. Now today is also a little surprise. I actually, did not have any expectations on going streaming today because there was some things that were kind of up in the air. This is also a shorter day, so this stream will be ending around 1:30 or so as our kids do get out of school. They have early out day today, but they're doing their first performance of the Wizard of Oz play at their school for their schoolmates. And then, of course, Thursday we should be streaming Magic Kingdom, possibly. But Friday we are going to be prepping because we do have a big day for Friday. Friday is the day that we actually get to experience the Wizard of Oz play. So we'll be preparing for that for the day. But, anywho's, today's adventure was pretty decent. Like I said, we got to the park around opening. We've already taken one lap around the park. The pin boards were pretty good, but then we got word once we got to Morocco's area that the pin board was on fire. And it was pretty good amount of pins on the board today. And of course, due to the rules of pin trading, you're only allowed to trade 2 pins per person. So since there is 4 of us, or I'm sorry, since there is 2 of us, we actually get to get 2. But that's, of course, if you're lucky enough to find 4 good pins on the board. But we did pretty good today. I actually got a couple of Avengers pins towards the end. I took 2 of the 3 that the young lady had. So, like I said, the pin board, they're hit or miss a lot of times. But I think that we because we come so frequently, we do get lucky more often than not. Magic Kingdom and EPCOT are definitely the parks that we pretty much can get maybe 2 good full laps in. Because sometimes, as other people are pin trading, you might be able to find something that you didn't see the first time around. Also, my wife is always on the lookout for the infamous Pin Palooza. That was an event that's very random. That was something that they were doing quite a bit a few months ago, but now we haven't really seen too many of them. Typically, the Pin Palooza is a non-advertised event where a lot of the cast members, typically the guest relations cast members, they will pop up in random spots in the park with a plethora of pins on a plethora of boards. Usually there's about 6 to 8 cast members sometimes. They're out there for about 15, 20 minutes or so. So always exciting if you're an avid pin trader or a casual pin trader. Definitely worth the look. Once again, if you are just now tuning in, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. This is going to be your video for today, the people watching view of Spaceship Earth. As you can kind of tell, the crowds are starting to file in as the booths that fired up about 11 a.m. or so. We're going to do a microphone check real quick, so brace yourselves, ladies and gentlemen.
Say something.
Say something, I'm giving up on you. Close to the microphone. 1, 2, the microphone check. 1, 2. know in the chat down better if you can even hear me.
Can you turn the volume down on the phone or no? Yeah.
I'm surprised the clamp isn't turning the volume down.
Yeah. It's always on that button.
Yeah. It still sounds the same though? Still loud?
I feel like your voice sounds fine. The background music is just
Oh, my voice sounds fine, but the...
yeah. The background noise is so intense.
Maybe that is the ambient then.
What?
Maybe it is the ambient mode sound, so maybe it's
Okay, let
catching
me
the,
try.
maybe it's catching the background sound. Should I unplug this for now? Because I'm already on. Well, I'll have to play around this anyway because something did change. Because when I was setting the YouTube channel the last couple times, there was an extra tab where the monetization is. It was like a share or something. Well, now that's gone away. So I don't know if they always do something different.
Is everything still there? I turned the volume down on the phone. Here you go. Put these back on.
Stay here. Alright, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let's do another microphone check with the headphones. Microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Let us know in the chat down below. Maybe I sound good and the background noise is too loud. If it is, I will just disconnect the headphones once again as we troubleshoot some of our equipment. Is it still bad or? Okay. Actually, let me do this. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's check it this way. Microphone check. Microphone check. Check, check, check. Microphone check. Still no bueno? I don't know what I do. Does it sound better? I just...
Do it again. Say it again.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Is the voice okay, or is the background noise too much?
I think we did it. Okay.
Is it better?
That middle button. Oh no! Wait, we had it. What happened?
What'd you do?
Okay, do the don't touch a button.
Don't touch the button, okay.
Okay, lean back over. We had it for a second, and then I don't know what happened. Do the testing.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, so testing.
Oh, see, it came back. It's like when you move.
So there must be a short then.
Yes, there's a short side.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
Touch the ear part.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Microphone check. I don't know if it's a short. Could you say so my voice sounds okay, but the background noise is just loud?
It'll go in and out.
Hello? Microphone check.
Can you hear the phone?
Hold on. Yeah, do it again.
Hold on.
Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Microphone check. Zippity doo dah, zippity yeah. 2 out. Sunshine heading my way. Zippity doo dah, zippity yeah. Mr. Bluebird, I showed up. It's the truth, it's actually everything is honest.
So it's picking up the wind.
Okay. What if okay, because I'm still unsure where the microphone is. Let me know. Now, would that sound muffled at this point? I'll just unplug it. In the words of Bill O'Reilly. Oh no, I can't say that.
Antonio Towers going to Disneyland next week.
Oh, lucky duck.
It sounds like a drive-through speaker. Yes, it does.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? No way.
Okay. Would you one like to try a different location, or two, or would you just rather sit here?
I mean, I can walk with you. That's fine. It's whatever the people want. So, well,
With the chat from out there by myself.
I can walk with you.
Okay.
Let me make sure. Cords in the fire stick. Fire stick.
Fire stick?
Oh man, I forgot to tell you. I heard somebody say this. You know how much people are charging for the jailbroken fire sticks now?
They still make fire sticks?
Yes, and people are still buying them
Why?
jailbroken. I don't know, but like this guy was saying. Hold on, let me get this back on. This guy was saying he was teaching everybody. Am I holding this right? Okay. He was teaching everybody how to do it because he says that the people are getting ridiculous because now people are charging like $160 to jailbreak a fire stick. And I'm over here just like, I remember those things were like, you bought them for like 20 or 30 and then someone would jailbroke it for like 50 or 60. Well, I guess for people that either don't have smart TVs or because if you jailbreak a fire stick, you can do anything. Like you can basically turn your TV into a satellite. So you could get programs from like other countries, you know, the truth. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, so we're on the move. As some technical difficulties with my headset. Apparently, it's making the background noises sound a lot louder than it needs to be. I still have some troubleshooting to do with my new Bluetooth headset because for some odd reason every time I would do a test stream the audio would not go in through my headphones anymore, which kind of defeated the purpose of it. I have another set of headphones, earbuds, but unfortunately when I do program those it mutes the camera on YouTube. So like I said, there's going to be a few things I'm going to have to experiment over the next few days, especially with Streamlabs. What I'll probably do is, maybe on one of my evening streams, I'll just do it directly through Streamlabs, see how that works. So if any of you guys do get notifications of when we're live, just be aware, I'll be doing some testing myself. Blind Man Chronicles. Good here. In case you are just now joining in, we are live here at Disney's EPCOT Center. If you have tuned in and stuck around for the initial part of this chaos, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel down below, hit that bell notification so that you may possibly be notified whenever the chaos ensues. Of course, liking and subscribing, it's the easiest and it's the most affordable thing you can do to help support our channel. We also have links to our PayPal and our Venmo, and of course, Super Chats are always appreciated and welcome as we are going to begin our tour around Spaceship Earth, or I should say around Epcot in general. It was going to be a people watching Wednesday, but we're going to get a live look of the crowds as they start to funnel in for the Flower and Garden Festival, which still runs all the way up until June 1st. We don't have any plans of trying out any delicacies, but who knows? Depending on how many people start tuning in, like I said, the more subscribers, the more motivation that we have to do all the things.
Why is it cold?
I don't know. I was just talking about it's like when we say that it's cold. See, we've been down here long enough. It's 79/80 degrees, depending on who's lying to you. But the wind definitely kicks it down a notch. If I had to explain it, I would basically say that it's like how if you go to California will be in the 70s, but then when you get in the shade, it feels like it's in the 50s. That's kind of like what this wind is doing. Which is also kind of odd too, because Florida does start to get kind of thicker with the humidity as we get closer and closer to May. Once we get into May, then we'll definitely test out how much Florida's climate has changed. But if Florida doesn't start acting like Florida pretty soon, I'm gonna have to check out some other hot spots to move to, because this is unacceptable. Also doesn't help that Spaceship Earth is probably the biggest wind tunnel that you'll ever experience.
Actually, I'm gonna pull over 1 second. Let these people pass because.
Okay. But yeah, Spaceship Earth, if you didn't know, it's a huge wind tunnel once you get underneath it. There was actually one time I was actually pushed by the wind. Spaceship Earth is made up of, I believe, what's the number that they say? Over 11,324 of those little triangular patterns. That's actually one of the trivia questions if you're ever here doing trivia for the pins. Keep that in mind. 11,324. Give or take a geometrical figure or two. Also, fun fact, technically, because of the way the track is configured for both Spaceship Earth and Journey to Imagine with Figment, technically those attractions could be considered roller coasters, as the track design is very similar to a roller coaster in itself. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit more positive on a side note.
Okay.
I feel like how about we do a lap around World Showcase, and depending on how many likes that we get on this video, I'm gonna do a Beverly challenge. Haven't done that in about what, a month? Well, that must be confirmation right there. Someone just said Beverly. Alright, so if you're just now tuning in, if you don't know what the Beverly Challenge is, for the duration of this live stream, if we are getting those likes, I will take what was I saying? Two cups of Beverly for every 10 likes that I get on this live stream in its entirety. I'll just go ahead and say that those likes will be tallied up at about 1 p.m. Since this live stream will be ending at about 1:30. You're going to be joining us as we do another lap around EPCOT, getting our steps in. da, zippity-yay. Ah, oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine headed my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. It's the bluebirds on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's extra. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling headed this way. Yep. The ruler is here. And in case you guys are casual wrestling fans or diehard wrestling fans, WrestleMania weekend is in the books. I did kind of want to do something on Tuesday, but like I said, a fan member that came in never really did the appropriate recap when it comes to the WrestleMania weekend and all the events that happen. If you're a wrestling fan, you'll understand what we're talking about. But yes, Obafemi, the newcomer, the 27-year-old rookie, entered into his first WrestleMania and defeated Brock Lesnar in what could potentially be Brock Lesnar's last match. I think it's going to be his last match at WrestleMania. If you did tune in, or if you did not know, or if you don't follow, one of the traditions in professional wrestling is that when you are winding down on your career, it is traditional to obviously lose your last match, and also to take off some of your equipment, whether it be knee pads, boots, or your gloves, place them in the middle of the ring. Brock Lesnar did that just last WrestleMania. And from what I understand, it was also streaming. That first hour of WrestleMania was also streaming free on the ESPN app. I actually missed out on that. We actually had somebody over at the house at the time, so I actually missed it completely. Actually, I thought it was actually starting at 7. Actually, it was at 6. But yeah, Brock Lesnar was defeated by Obafemi. He left some of his gear inside the middle of the ring. There's some controversy on whether or not he just retired. I think it's more likely that that's going to be his last match at WrestleMania. He might just retire later this year at SummerSlam, which I believe is in Minneapolis, which is his home state, I believe, which is more fitting. To me, it'd be no different than when The Undertaker, if you remember some years back, The Undertaker lost his second WrestleMania match to Roman Reigns. He left his gloves, his hat, and his coat in the ring, only to come back, another year later to face off against AJ Styles in the Boneyard match, which was the official last match of The Undertaker as far as WrestleMania goes. So I would definitely think that Brock Lesnar is going to be making some returns over the next few months, as he's probably going to either be setting up another match against against Obafemi, or another one of the competitors on the roster. I would expect him to actually finalize his days at SummerSlam, like I said, in Minneapolis. To me, that's a heck of a way to go in your home state, hometown. In case you didn't know, that's also, I believe, he was an NCAA college champion of Minnesota. Yes, Obafemi as the ruler. And he's got his eyes set on possibly Roman Reigns, who is the new World Heavyweight Champion. And once again, that's a little bit of sneak peek of some of the wrestling talk that we do casually on this channel as well, as we are here live at EPCOT Center on this lovely Wednesday, a way back Wednesday, if you want to call it that as well. Throwing some people watching along the way. As you can clearly hear, we are standing just outside of Test Track version 3, formerly World of Motion, if you're an old school EPCOT lover. This version of the new version of Test Track has a lot of nods to World of Motion. That's something that a lot of old school EPCOT lovers have kind of fell in love with. I am actually kind of a fan. We actually were able to go on it during the cast member previews when I was a cast member, and I got a good feel for it. I do thoroughly enjoy the music. I thoroughly enjoy what they're trying to embody as far as this new version of the ride. A lot better than a Test Track 2.0. A little bit of burnt rubber. I believe the attraction either has been down or just went down. As I did, I don't know if you guys just heard, they made the announcement that. Yeah, it sounds like they're having some technical difficulties over here at Test Track. I was actually hoping that, or I actually had this idea of what they could do with Test Track, is they could kind of embellish on the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy, kind of make it to where you're going to go into a simulation of training. And if you guys remember the huge Test Track logo as you enter into the area, they can just change that to a huge number 95. As you go training with Lightning McQueen and Cruz Ramirez. And then, of course, the speed test at the very end. But who am I?
Reed said retired young.
Yeah. In professional wrestling, you never really retire. You just, I mean, even Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels said he was going to retire. He still came back from one more match. It was a bad match, though, by the way. But he still came back for one more match. I think that as long as you're physically capable, there's no such thing as a real retirement. I think the only person that will probably never step foot in the ring in any capacity would probably be Triple H because of his heart condition. But I think that some of these guys, they just.
Sorry, let's go to the restroom.
Okay, go. So, I don't know why I said that. I'm giving you permission. Some of these guys, I think it's impossible. It's impossible to stay away from what you love to do. I mean, again, like for instance, I'm no longer with the Walt Disney World Company. I could say I'm a little bitter about it because I really feel as if they really wanted to, they could do something for me. I feel as if I could still be a great part to this company as far as just making sure that people have a magical time. But it's not up to me. But at the same time, I'm not going to go and not come. As you can tell, I mean, I would say just a few days after realizing I'm not working for the company, I just went on ahead and got an annual pass. Not really happy about it, but I'm happy I got it when I did, because obviously prices are always going to continue to increase. But I just can't stay away. And even with the YouTube channel still, I'm determined. I really enjoy the company that we've had on our YouTube channel as of lately. Some of our great moderators and some of the people that have come in casually leaving comments from time to time. I try to remember everybody as far as I can. I know we're a small channel, but I still like to see or hear some familiar names that pop up in the chat. But even still, there's been a couple times I've been discouraged and I kind of feel as if, we're not getting anywhere. I kind of get, I used to get aggravated when I would see other YouTube channels that, I don't want to say, how do I say this? I'm not going to say, obviously we're not the best. I would say we're not even subpar. We're growing, we're learning, we're just trying to be as basic as possible. But there are people that are, I would say, that are worse, that have a bigger following. They're getting all this attention, all this, I don't want to say special treatment. It's just, it's aggravating because I feel as if there's some people in the Disney community that just don't, I don't want to say deserve, but I think that they're doing it for a different reason that we're doing it. We're doing it because we love Disney. We're doing it because it's more like we're here all the time anyway, so why not document it? We didn't move here to become YouTubers. We didn't move here to become, YouTube famous. But I feel as if a good 60% of the YouTubers that are out now are only here because they saw there's money involved with it. But it is what it is. We can kind of weed out the people who are diehard Disney fans and the people who just started coming. I can also tell the people that casually come every once in a while, and now they feel as if it's like, as a buddy of ours has said, it's really about keeping up with the Joneses. That's kind of what a Disney vacation has become, because so many people are doing it, because so many people brag about it, that everyone just feels as if they need to have that same status symbol. At the same time, it's one of those things that's also ruining the product in itself, because as we said, as long as people pay it, they'll keep raising it. As great as DVC is, I feel as if DVC is just becoming overdone. It's like you can't go anywhere without there being a DVC resort being put up or a DVC perk that most people who are just obsessed Disney fans would love to have. But as I've been saying though, there's been a good shift in positivity as far as on our end goes. I think there's a lot of positive things that's going to be happening. But in that same notion, I think there's going to be a lot of pitfalls for a lot of other people. I think that some of the positivity towards some people will lead to negativity towards other companies.
Reed said you both love Disney and it shows. Yeah, we have a problem.
I don't think love is the proper word. I would say, I think it's like there's some people that are Michael Douglas, and then there's some people who are Glenn Close. And I think we're Glenn Close. I would throw Thumper in a pot for Disney.
Oh my. Oh my.
It's a fatal attraction.
It is a bit obsessive.
I'm a bit possessive with my Disney product too. There's some people I'll watch and I'll be like, how dare they say that?
Yeah.
They don't even know. Or like, did he just say that Disney World is the happiest place on earth? Unsubscribe. He needs to be banned from YouTube.
I see it every day.
No, honestly, the way
Or I'm going to Disneyland, Florida.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Which one?
I'm going to Disneyland, Florida. First of all, it's physically impossible.
and then it got Mickey.
Are you putting Eeyore in a pot?
It's a nice balance.
He'll put anybody in a pot, probably.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, if it's for Disney, I'll do anything. Actually, I like Thumper. I'd probably put a rabbit in the pot.
Oh, you like the landscaping you mean? Or what about him?
Oh, it's gotta be full.
I should probably talk over this. This is actually, I forgot this is copyrighted music. So yeah, sounds like Test Track is officially down and out for right now, as they are probably going to be working through that technical difficulty. Typically, the vehicles still do have to cycle out, so I would imagine they're probably either getting the last remaining people that were stuck on the ride off the ride without having to do an evac. Something that most rides aspire to do is that they'd rather do what we call cycling out. If the ride is capable of doing so, they will just let people ride the remaining of the ride.
They're handing out Uncrustables.
Oh, those things again?
Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, a little bit of hidden magic. Oh, did you get one? Are you getting one now?
I'm getting one. I'm getting both of us one.
That's good. That's good for you.
Yes, I'm eating them both.
I would hope so, because I'm not touching that crap. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Thank you. We have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with either apple cinnamon jelly or strawberry.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, one of the magical moments here at Walt Disney World, as they are giving away free Uncrustables. If you didn't hear, there was strawberry and apple, 2 different flavors. And of course, as you can tell, people don't even care what it is. As long as it's free, they'll take it. Now my wife, when she saw it was Uncrustables, she's down for the cost. What, would you just drop something?
I almost dropped my phone. That's the.
Oh.
I've done that.
You need to get one of those, do they still make phone covers with like straps? Do, Re, Egon. And as you can tell, we are just. Huh?
I think I pinned something again. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god. My god.
Well, as long as you can really pin is our comment, I think.
No, I can pin other people's comments.
Oh, see, I tried to do that one day and it didn't let me do that. That's why I ended up having to make Reed a moderator again. I was trying to pin, because he made a post or a comment about liking and subscribing. I kind of want that to be the first thing people see.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, here's the other options you could do. And it wouldn't let me get out of the box. I'm just like, oh, okay. And the next thing I was like,
I wonder if I can hit
but yeah, here we are at EPCOT, perusing around World Showcase as we enjoy Flower and Garden. Probably not going to endure anything for Flower and Garden today. Flying Garden?
I'll be right back. Scoot up to the table. Hold my sandwiches.
Okay. Yeah, so we probably won't be partaking in anything with the Flower and Garden right now. We actually haven't done too much of anything with Flower and Garden. We were just trying to get some things situated for the most part financially. But we're going to be taking another lap around World Showcase to see what new pins might have been put on the board since the last hour that we were around World Showcase before. If you're enjoying that, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not, hit that bell notification for all the ensuing chaos. And don't forget, there's also the Beverly Challenge, and hopefully my wife will keep track of the likes, or if our moderators can let us know. Like I said, for every 10 likes, I will drink 2 cups of the disastrous and polarizing Beverly drink. Once again, for every 10 likes, there will be 2 cups. So that means if I was to get 30 likes, which we've had a good track record of getting at least 30 likes, that would be 6 cups of Beverly. Of course, all of this would have to be tallied before at least 1:15. That's when once we get back up to the Club Cool area, I think that's when we'll probably close off the tallies. As this live stream will only be going on until about 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. I think another big thing with us in Flower and Garden, I know a lot of YouTubers, a lot of vloggers, they will come in and year out and try all the foods over and over again. But I think that we're very particular on what it is that we do enjoy. A lot of the booths are pretty much reincarnations of what has been in the past. There's actually been a couple times I've noticed that some of the food has changed from one booth to the other. For instance, if it was a booth, if there was a food option from Brazil, they would just kind of take it to another South American country with the same food option, maybe a little bit of a twist to it. I think that as often as we've been here, we've tried pretty much anything and everything that we wanted to try within reason. So nothing that's really standing out to our liking for the most part. Which says a lot for me. I mean, I do enjoy food. I pretty much can make a compilation of the amounts of food that I can consume in one sitting. Let's just say that a Golden Corral, I would say there was a Golden Corral somewhere in the coastal part of Florida. Wouldn't surprise me if they have my picture somewhere that says, "Do not let this man in." Because I've definitely gone quite a few rounds at some of the buffets. I try not to do it too much because I don't want to actually get banned, if there is such a thing. But yeah, there was at one point in time I spent at least 3 hours at a Golden Corral consecutively eating for all 3 hours. So yeah, no taking breaks and waiting for that lunch to overlay to dinner. I was legitimately eating. I mean, you're talking to a guy that literally has to set aside food for leftovers, because I would definitely eat them in one sitting.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Okay, so first of all, when I walked away, Reed had said, "I tell you, no respect." So then he said, so I don't know what you guys were talking about because I wasn't listening, but he said putting out our goal at 30 likes, that would be 6 cups of Beverly with
Yes.
Charles. Then guess who shows up? Pride Track says, "Hello, oh, look at that, 11 likes. Weird that happens when I show up." Reed, 8 likes on our way to our goal of 30. Thank you all. Yeah, you guys can say thank you. Charles isn't going to say thank you.
Yeah. So I said, yeah, but yeah, we'll let that be a thing for every. So that's 2 cups of Beverly right now. If we're at 11 likes. So like I said, by the time we get back to Club Cool, about 1 or 1:15. What time is it now? I don't even know.
12:30.
12:30. All right, so we got roughly about 45 minutes to get as many likes as we can before we get back to the Club Cool area, and I will embrace the challenge.
Chubby's just waiting for the Uncrustables to thaw out because Chubby's
Oh,
hungry.
well, yeah. I was just thinking
And
about
they're frozen.
I was just thinking about the flower and garden, and I'm like, man, if there's something that I really could think that stands out that I really would want.
Oh, I want a beer flight.
Yeah, I haven't heard nobody talk about that this year though.
I don't know, but my Uncrustable would go nicely with a beer flight.
Really?
No, but
I was saying peanut butter and beer. What kind of, or not peanut butter?
We can make it happen.
Apple butter and beer.
It is peanut butter. It's
I love
peanut
your
butter.
shirt.
Oh, thank you. It's peanut butter and apple cinnamon jelly.
Oh. Oh, that's what it is. Apple cinnamon. Okay. Oh, what did I say I'm doing tonight? Spaghetti. Okay. Ooh, all right, so I'm gonna go without anything. Oh, let's see. Yeah. I'm gonna rough it today. I'm gonna wait till dinner to eat some food.
You're gonna have that Beverly on the stomach.
Oh man, you had to remind me of that one. Oh. Oh, Ride Tracks, you'll be pleased to know. Yeah, we finally pulled the trigger. We renewed our annual passes. So I met up with a cousin yesterday at Universal Studios. He was staying at Portofino, and then get this, he said that his room at Portofino was like $167 a night. And to me, that is a steal because he gets express passes with that. And express passes are what? They're like running like $150 to $200 per person. So for $167 a night, him and his wife both got express passes for the 2 days because they're staying only one night. So 2 days, one night. They had just bought annual passes, so they can take full advantage of that as well. It kind of makes me want to book a trip. We got some other things that we gotta get situated first. Like again, still wanting to pull the trigger on any upcoming Disneyland trips. So we'll,
I'll tell you, they restocked the Empire Roosevelt. They have your size in there.
oh, and I didn't bring one to exchange.
Like this for wash your hands. It's getting better. But yeah. So air conditioning. Yeah. With the windows.
You want me to put you up at a trash can over here and then I'll just exit the window away?
Yeah, that's fine.
I was gonna make it for 2 weeks. What are we trying to do?
I don't know if I want to face the crowd or if I just want to face the water.
I'm like, well, I guess I'll go after. So we're just
Face the water here. We might have a little rowdy group right over. Hold up, don't let go of it. Okay, now let go of it. Ride Track says, nice all around, that's pretty good. I used to live 2 blocks away from Universal during high school. It was an easy trip to work. Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh, that's great. Man, envy. Well, I can't say that. Envy is the same.
Yes. Okay, you're facing the water.
Okay.
My sandwiches are here.
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. Yeah. So, it was something. I mean, we've been debating on this for a while because the one thing is that, like I said before, we wanted to set aside a year and get some Disneyland passes. So something had to be cut back. And at the time, there was confusion with our Universal Pass as well, because they said that my card was first it didn't take an automatic payment in March, and then I just thought it was because we hadn't renewed yet, but apparently it was under an auto renewal, which is actually taking place this month. What happened was apparently it says that the credit card on file that I was using for my annual passes was expired. Well, I thought surely not, because that's a fairly newer card, and yeah, pulled out the credit cards, it doesn't expire until 2029, so I have no idea what's happening there. We also had some issues getting the card corrected, because the initial person we were talking to, their system went down, and then for some reason they were able to take our new credit card, but they weren't able to push through the payment because there was some hiccup in the system again. We were on our way to Universal Studios anyway, so she says that when we get there, we can just have them push the payment since the credit card info is already in the system. We get to the said location, guest services, and they can't do it because apparently her computer was locked on our account information. So they had to bypass that so they could get managers and all this other stuff. It was a fiasco. It took us about 45 minutes to fix that. Finally got that done, but like I said earlier, the good news is that my disability pass, no longer do we have to go up there every 2 weeks to renew it because of the third-party company that they work with. That disability pass is basically good for a year. It's now done digitally through the phone. So now, as soon as we enter into Universal Studios gates, we can book a return time for any of the attractions, which actually isn't too bad because yesterday the wait times weren't too bad. We actually stood in line for Men in Black because it was a 10-minute wait. Green Gots was only 30 minutes, and we're talking about this was probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe noon, closer to noon, when we actually did these things. So it was a very good park day for a Tuesday, very surprising. But still very exciting because, like I said, if we get a lot more support in the next month or so, we definitely would like to start streaming from Universal Studios because, like I said, with everything, most of the things that we do on this channel is always like remembering the old days of theme parks. I could definitely do a lot of that as it pertains to Universal Studios, along with ride tracks. But stay tuned for that as well. Also, as a big heads up, May is winding down to the, I guess you could say, the ending of our season. Our kids do get out of school at the very end of May. We're going to try to do some live streaming. I want to experiment with them to see if maybe they can at least try to navigate through some of the park by themselves. If not, going maybe some pin trading with Jenny while I try to live stream from a stationary position. I'm having a thought process because they are big enough and old enough to do a lot of single rider lines, things that, I mean, they've asked to do single rider lines for a couple of attractions. And they're at that age. I was around Calypso's age when my dad started letting me adventure around the parks by myself. So as long as they know where a bathroom is, and as long as they know where I will be located, I got confidence that we can still provide some sort of content throughout the summer. If not, also be advised, we would like to post more videos on our YouTube channel. So if you're not just tuning in for our live streams, go ahead and check out some of our other videos. They're pretty much just all ambiance vibes. I will try to maybe put in some commentary because someone did say that they wouldn't mind having commentary, as apparently I have a very nice voice, as many people continuously say. Especially if I can keep it themed. For instance, like I would like to do a video where, we'll do a POV and we'll do some ambiance shots of the Haunted Mansion, and then of course the entire video I'll probably bring out my inner Master Gracie. Give some tidbits to the things that I learned while working at various attractions and various parts of the parks as well. But in the meantime, since we're live streaming, we'll try to be live streaming as much as we can, at least for the next month or so. So of course, hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not already. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified of all of our chaos and inappropriate conversations that we may have. And of course, because we're at EPCOT, I'm going to bring back the Beverly Challenge for today. For every 10 likes, I will take 2 cups of Beverly, and those likes will be tallied up at around 115 or so, or as we head back to Club Cool. So be sure to get those likes in, come back about 115 to reap your reward. your eternal reward. As I will have to endure some Beverly. I haven't done a Beverly challenge. It's probably been a month. I think the last time I did a Beverly challenge, the kids were out for spring break, so that was early March. Because the kids actually tried Beverly for the first time as well. Nope, that was a big nope for them. As I said, an update on today's weather. Weatherman said it was 79 degrees, high of 80. But of course, the wind does kick in, so it does keep the temperature at bay. But I can tell you, earlier today, I got a nice glimpse of the sun. The sun shined down on me for a little bit, and I could definitely feel the 80 degree there. As we're enjoying our day here on a Wednesday, People Watching Wednesday. As we are walking around the experimental prototype city / community of tomorrow. Here in sunny, mildly sunny, Orlando, Florida. I believe tomorrow, if we are still going to be on schedule for the most part, I think we're going to be back to the Magic Kingdom. Like I said, I think that the kids' after school activities are done. So we'll be back to streaming probably around lunchtime all the way to about 2 o'clock or so. Except for Wednesdays when they do have early out days. So there will be no more catching the 3 o'clock parade for the time being. So stay tuned to any of the things that we do for tomorrow. Once again, typically I like to just walk around with my wife for the first lap around the parks, see what pins are out there. And then I will casually just chill around Main Street or somewhere that I can maybe be protected from the sun for the most part. And also not be in the middle of copyrighted music. And then from there, who knows? Like I said, if we do any attractions, they'll probably be outdoor attractions. No guarantees on any of that as well, though. I would like to experiment one day. If we ever was to do Pirates or Mansion one more time, I'm going to actually try to turn on the hotspot on my phone. Because for some reason, we always seem to lose service when doing some of the attractions. The music turned off here, so I'm wondering if there's... Sometimes they do have... the last couple months, they've had a guest marching band that comes around World Showcase. I do believe I hear a band in the distance. I'm not going to be able to turn the camera around, but that's just another fun new thing that they... I don't know how long they've been doing this. This is the first time I've seen them do this on a routine schedule here at EPCOT. But very similar to the marching band that does their routine on Main Street USA. They've been having a marching band coming through World Showcase. As I said, I did hear a band playing in the distance. I assume that's why they turned the background music off here in the Norway Pavilion. Unfortunately, I'm not absolutely sure because the route back here on World Showcase is a little bit different, a little bit more narrow. I thought there was a marching band coming. They cut the background music out, so I thought they were making the announcement. And I thought I heard the band off back that way.
Oh my gosh, that's delightful.
Ugh. Better you than me. Oh my gosh. Oh.
He's mad because he doesn't like peanut butter.
Yeah, the smell of peanut butter is strong. Woof. Oh, like the other day, Titan was sitting down watching TV with me, and he was like, I don't know what to get for snack. Then he comes back, he just sits in front of the TV. I'm like, Titan, what'd you find for snack? Then all of a sudden I hear like, peanut butter. I'm like, oh my God. He just has like a glob of peanut butter in his mouth. The thing is, now I will say this though. I was probably 6 or 7, and I would do the same thing. But somewhere around that later years, I can't stand the smell of it. I just can't do it. And then like, sometimes you guys are like, you try to get as much peanut butter off the spoon as you can, and then put it in the sink. But then when I go do dishes, and it's like I touch it, I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I try to put it in water.
Oh, ooh.
You hear your echo?
I mean, everybody keeps saying I have such a nice voice, but sometimes I hear myself and I'm just like, really? That's what you guys like to hear? Okay. I like to do voices.
You do have a good voice.
Well, yeah, because who is it says? Is it strawberry that always says I should be a teacher?
Yeah.
What do you?
The band's starting.
Oh. Oh, well then that's why the music cut off then. Hey. Now I will say this. I've heard these guys practicing at night, in the middle of the night when I worked overnight. The most unbelievable, naturally great sounding voices these guys have. And the music, I mean, it's just so flawless. Everybody loves the Voices of Liberty. They're good. I don't like the acoustic sound that they have. I don't like when they do it in the building. It just sounds too much. But this right here, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, it almost sounds like they're the Showcase Showdown with Bob Barker. All these can be yours if the price is right.
He's the biggest trainee. Like
A new car. You remember watching The Price is Right? Always like, you always wanted to guess when it was the new car segment.
Yeah. That was my favorite.
And Bob Barker would always tease it like, oh, and you could win this. And also the guy's like, this lovely dining room set. Oh, what the heck is that? Oh, I pay taxes on a dining room set. This lovely 6-piece dining room set from Bennett has mahogany tabletop with matching mahogany chairs.
We usually had like what's it called? Like silverware to go with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they would come out with this, back in the day in the 70s, there was always this fancy, remember the rollers with the plastic wheels? They'd wheel that thing out like, oh, here's some with your lovely silverware.
Stemware.
Yeah, this lovely stemware to go with your dining set. This 120-piece sterling silver set.
You laughed like you were excited.
Yeah, because then they put the camera on you.
Yeah.
And you don't want to see that one person rolling their eyes like, what am I going to do with 120 pieces of silverware? A dining room table? I live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Where am I going to put a dining room table at? And they'd be like, and then they give you that's a new car. And they'd be like, oh, this 1997 Geo Prism. What in the world? Like, I can't even fit in a Geo Prism. And you want me to pay taxes on that? In California? Like, no wonder you guys made pot illegal. This Geo Prism comes in at $29,000. Like, what?
No.
No, I don't.
It was like 4.
Yeah, back in the day, you could buy a car for like $499. $4,995. Those are the good old days. Or you'd always be like, you always have those people in the World Showcase Showdown. The person gets the first showcase, it's nothing that they want. It's nothing that nobody wants. So they pass. So you like the second person has to take it. And they're just like, I don't want that crap.
Yeah.
And then you have to see the second showcase and it's like, oh.
Sometimes you got new carpet and a new vacuum.
Yeah. Wow. Such high demand for that. Thank you for my shag carpet.
Would you like that in orange or blue?
Yeah, nothing like my shag carpet and my Bissell vacuum. Or no, who's a Hoover?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of.
We got an old vacuum cleaner company. But then what was your favorite game on Price is Right?
It was so hot.
Yeah, Plinko was good.
Ask Mom. The golf game was.
Hole in one, yeah. I also like the one where you had to
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
the one you had to punch for the things, yeah. But my favorite one was the one with the yodeler.
Oh yeah, with the cliff.
Yeah, and that one time he fell off or something like that.
Yeah. If you went too high, if you missed the price
Yeah.
by too high, you fell off.
Yeah, but there was one time they wanted it to stop and it didn't stop. It was malfunctioning.
Oh,
It just
no.
kept falling
Oh
off.
no.
I think they ended up giving it to him too.
Yeah. Remember the game where you had 4 prizes and you had to run and put the
Yes,
correct prize and you
yes.
come back and pull the lever?
And then like some lady fell. She was trying to stop and she was
Oh my God,
I can't remember if she was trying to put the price on the lever, but yeah, at some point she slipped.
no. That's
Yeah, that's
great.
what Bob Barker said. He's like, oh no! Like no one even helped her up.
Oh,
You know that floor was like linoleum.
geez.
Linoleum. And then I'll never forget when one of the actor or the models, when they had the male models, he was coming in to show the truck. She just won a brand new truck.
Yeah.
And apparently, I can't remember, somehow when he pulled, because there was already other prizes out there, when he pulled the truck out, and I guess he kind of like hit something. So then he tried to reverse, and it was on the mat.
Oh no.
And so when he put reverse, the wheels, so basically the mat just got pushed under the wheel,
Yeah.
and the people on the mat just kind of fell over.
Oh
I was just like, this is a disaster.
no. What is it? That's what I was gonna say. Right truck says cliffhanger.
Yeah, that was the game.
I yodel the tune in my sleep.
No, 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 no.
Yes. I remember that was a good one.
Cliffhangers. I wonder if that was inspired by the Sylvester Stallone film.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And then what was up with Bob Barker's microphone? Why is he the only person that got that long stem microphone? The Price is Right. That's what made it worth getting sick on a school day. Stay home from school, watch The Price is Right. Now, I grew up in Detroit, so anybody that's from the Midwest, specifically Detroit, you knew what that meant. That meant that you stayed home with a very angry parent if they stayed home with you. And all you could do is watch The Price is Right and drink Verner's. Verner's is a ginger ale that I think is basically made famous in Detroit. Verner's was the medicine for all ailments. Didn't matter what it is, drink some Verner's. I grew up with Verner's and Robitussin, not together. But if you had a sore throat, drink some Verner's. Sprained your ankle, drink some Robitussin. Got a headache? Drink some Verner's. Upset stomach? Drink some Verner's. Back in the days when if one kid had the chickenpox and no other kids had the chickenpox, the kid that had the chickenpox just had the biggest sleepover known to man. Nowadays, you can't even touch somebody without looking up WebMD and finding out that you only have a few months to live. All right, so let me see. Where am I? I'm trying to place. We just passed. Am I in Germany or am I in Italy? Trying to place my music choice here. In case anybody didn't know, or if they do occasionally forget, I'm a blind YouTube vlogger, accompanying my wife around different parts of Walt Disney World as she does some pin trading. We also like to get some ambiance shots. Some of the things that I enjoy doing doing around Disney since I lost my vision officially back in 2022. Just catching in some of the sounds and ambiance and the chitter chatter of the people around me as we try to bring you the sights that you can see. So once again, if you like to do any of those things, especially some of our live streams, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified for all of our upcoming live streams and video content. And today, with us being in Epcot, we are still going to be applying the Beverly Challenge. Since we're in the Germany-Italy area, we have just a little bit more than halfway to go before we go all around World Showcase. So for every 10 likes, I will take 2 cups of Beverly. So that means if with the goal being 30, if I was to get 30 likes to this video, that would equal 6 cups of Beverly. We did have a successful live stream of the Magic Kingdom the other day. We actually got up to 44 likes on that video. So that would mean 8 cups of Beverly. I don't even know if Jenny would want to go back and forth to get that many cups of Beverly. But I'll do it if we can. I will definitely honor the commitment that I have, the punishment that is entail. So be sure to hit that like button. Make sure to tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies to subscribe and like today's live stream and every live stream that we do. And if you are just tuning in and wanting to come back a little later, I do believe we're going to try to do this. I think we're going to tally up the likes at about 1:15 or so, because we will be ending the stream at about 1:30. So definitely tune in anytime after 1 o'clock if you do want to come back a little later. I know there's a lot of you out there that's probably streaming. And that is quite all right. Like I said, I also want to share that wealth as much as I want them to share the wealth as well. If you have your favorite YouTuber, it's okay. I would like for this to be more of a community of people, a community of YouTubers, nonetheless. So that it's not just a bunch of people just grinding to get everybody's super chats and views and things like that. Real talk, real conversations with real people. As it is People Watching Wednesday, also like to be called Way Back Wednesdays. Usually People Watching Wednesdays is when we'll put out a video where there'll be specific spots around Disney World that I'd like to just showcase so that you can see the crowds as they come in. But I figure if we don't, I wasn't sure if we're going to put that video out today. We do have one video in our holster that's waiting to go before we start filming more of those. But since we were going to be live today, I figured why not? And of course, add in a little Way Back Wednesday when it comes to that. Some of the things I talked about earlier is, of course, Test Track. When I was over there by Test Track, talking about how the new version of Test Track is a big nod to the famous World of Motion attraction. World of Motion, I believe Rytrax gave us he gave us a tidbit on World of Motion. I believe it was what, over 150 animatronics throughout that entire attraction. The most of any attraction in the world, I do believe, was the stat. Test Track 2.0 didn't carry over as a big favorite. I really did enjoy Test Track, the first version of Test Track with the crash test dummies. But prior to that, way back in the day, I believe prior to 97, 98, 97, I think is when Test Track opened. So we were talking about 96, from 1982 to 1996, we had an amazing attraction called World of Motion. Slow-moving omni-movers type of ride that took you through all the transformations of transportation. An iconic attraction for the old school Disney fans, along with Horizons, which was located just next door. Currently, I believe, isn't that where Mission Space is? My mind does not really grasp those days because Epcot was not my favorite place to visit in those days. I really didn't start getting into Epcot until Test Track did open. So it was very few and far between that we actually went to Epcot. Because, it's educational. I don't want to be educated when I'm on vacation. Until they brought in the science experiments and interventions, and of course then they brought in the video games and interventions. After that, you can count me out of World Showcase. I got Sonic the Hedgehog right here in EPCOT. Yeah, I'll do that all day long. But now, as I became an adult, I do start to enjoy EPCOT a little bit more. I do enjoy the idea of drinking around the world, but every time I hear that price tag, I start to second guess it. Not because I wouldn't. I just don't feel it. I don't want to pay for something that much and then not like it, and then I feel obligated to drink it because I will not let it go to waste. I think the only beverage that I've ever thoroughly enjoyed that's here all the time is the Grey Goose vodka slushies that they sell over there in France. I haven't had it in a while. The last time I actually had it, I think one time I got it, it was $14. I think I remember back in the day when I first was getting it was about $9.95. So I would definitely be terrified to see how much it costs now. But definitely a nice little pastime right there for me. We haven't heard really too much about anybody really enjoying the drinks. We watched a couple of people's live streams and YouTube's videos about some of the things at the Flower and Garden, but the booths just don't seem to be slapping this year. I think people are still kind of waiting for food and wine to kick in, and that doesn't start until about August, I think. Yeah, because I believe Flower and Garden is going to be ending June 1st. I don't think that we're going to get another festival. Flower and Garden, Food and Wine probably won't start until August. So it's good that we're going back to the days where we would have a good month of a break between festivals. Kind of let the crowds, kind of let the locals get a good feel of EPCOT. I really feel as if Disney's on its way to having a slow season again, though. Lots of people have been complaining about the price tag of coming on these Disney vacations. I think it's going to go back to that time where during those peak seasons, those visitors will be coming in waves. But I think there's going to be a lot more slower seasons this time around because if you don't have an annual pass, I don't think a lot of people are willing to continue to pay these prices, unfortunately. As of October of this year, the price tag for a one-day ticket is going up yet again. It's now going to be $219 for a peak season ticket to the Magic Kingdom. And the other parks will vary in price as well, but I think Animal Kingdom will stay unchanged because of the construction that's going on over there. And also, as I've said before, just as a refresher, as of May 28th, it's still on and popping with the water park day that's going to be added to your Disney World vacation. Basically, starting May 28th, if you've booked a Walt Disney World vacation on your check-in day, you can actually go have a complimentary day at one of the two Disney water parks, Blizzard Beach and Typhoon Lagoon, as they should both be opening at the same time. This is the second year in a very long time that both water parks are open at the same time. So that's one of the reasons I think that's why they're doing this special complimentary water park day event. So get it while it lasts. Like I said, it was very successful last year. We took advantage of it, I believe, 3 times. We went to Typhoon Lagoon twice and Blizzard Beach once. That was our kids' first time going there, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. I think they enjoyed Typhoon Lagoon more because of the wave pool. That was more concurrent than Blizzard Beach's. So we'll definitely be trying to take advantage of that this year again. Just be advised, though, it is only for the day of your check-in. So one of the things that many people were saying is that unfortunately, because they have no control over when they come in, usually those water parks are going to be closing about 5 or 6 o'clock. Most people don't. Some people wouldn't even fly into 1 or 2, so there wasn't enough time to get over to a water park. But the best way to kind of override that is to go ahead and do a split stay. Change your itinerary up, stay at one resort for a day or two, and then change up your resort in the middle of your staycation, or your vacation. Staycation for us. And then as you are waiting for your next room to be available, that's a new check-in day, go to a water park for the day as you wait. It's something that we were going to do over the last fall, but we opted, the family that came in town opted not to go to the water park that day, so it was no big deal, but it was good to know that that's exactly how that would work. So one thing I would love to do is, of course, because we love staying at Pop Century, because we're local, we can actually take advantage of this in 2 different ways. I would love to have a 2-night stay at Pop Century, and then of course we could just leave our house, go straight to one of the water parks, wait for our room to be ready, stay there for 2 nights, And then on the next day after that, we just switch it up, stay at one of our moderate resorts that we love. That's another water park day. I would love to just take advantage of that. I think the one resort that I'm chomping at the bit to stay at right now is Port Orleans French Quarter. We stayed at Riverside. We love Riverside. At the time, we had our little dog. So that was the best fit for us to stay with her, was staying at the Riverside, because Riverside does allow pets for the most part. Pets and, of course, service animals. Service animals are usually allowed at all resorts, but technically they're not supposed to in a sense. They can't say no, obviously, but there are specific resorts that can accommodate better if you have animals.
I can't hear you.
Excuse me.
When you talk away from me.
Excuse me. Yeah, if you have animals that assist you in your day-to-day activities, there are resorts that are specially designed to help with that. Even though they are allowed at all resorts, but yes, there are a handful of resorts that specialize in that, so to speak, with bigger rooms and more pet-friendly areas for pet relief, things like that. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to staying at Port Orleans French Quarter. I think that I like the simplicity of it. I think that of all the moderates, it's probably the most simple resort. I don't believe it has more than one bus stop, so that's another thing that makes it a big key thing. Most of the moderate resorts have multiple bus stops, has an internal bus, so it's very hard to really secure a good spot on the bus when there is multiple stops either before or after. But French Quarter eliminates that. French Quarter is on the smaller sides. I think it's the smallest moderate resort as well. But yes, I would love to take advantage of 2 water parks on the same staycation. But we'll soon see. We have the entire summer to take advantage of that. And of course, we do have our daughter's upcoming birthday in July. One of the things that's a tradition for us is to stay at the Pop Century Resort. And Pop Century Resort, the reason why that's a big tradition is because Calypso, when Calypso was born, we were actually transitioning from one house to another. And of course, as you know, as closing dates go, sometimes those dates get pushed back. So originally the plan was to have closed on this property before she was born, but it got pushed back to early August. So that meant that my wife basically went in, had a baby while we were staying at Pop Century. When she was released from the hospital a few days later, we took Calypso home to her first home, the Pop Century Resort. And some of the cast members, because again, like I said, we had been staying at the Pop Century for just about a month at that time. So most of the cast members, they recognized us, realizing that we'd been extending our stay. But then the cast members noticed that one day we left, as at the time we had Asia, which is my stepdaughter, my youngest stepdaughter. At the time we had Asia with us, so it was a family of 3 when we checked in. And then next thing you know, we came back and we were a family of 4. And so the cast members that were there were awesome. They actually gifted us a Duffy, which was Calypso's first stuffed animal, a little certificate welcoming Calypso. And also they coined her first nickname that we never really rolled with unless we were staying at Pop Century. But they called her Pop Tart. They said that she was the first baby that they knew of that was literally technically kind of born while we were staying on property. Unfortunately not born in Disney World, but she was born just inside Celebration. A momentous day too, because when she was born, the fireworks were going off in the distance. We actually had a great window view of the Disney World proper area. And as Calypso was being born, the fireworks were shooting off. And that's when I knew. Magical moment happening right now. I mean, magical for me, but not so magical for my wife at the moment, because I can only imagine what the pains of labor really feel like. And once again, if you're just now tuning in, listening to me ramble on and on and on, we're here live at EPCOT on a lovely, lovely Wednesday afternoon. It is a high of about 79, 80 degrees. The wind definitely does keep that high temperature at bay. We're here on a people watching Wednesday and a way back Wednesday as we take a stroll down memory lane through some of my favorite pastimes. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, and if you're not, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We're also doing the Beverly Challenge, so for every 10 likes, I will take 2 cups of Beverly that we will do a recap on at around 1:15 before the end of the stream at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. And fear not, if any of my moderators can also leave any updates and occasionally let people know to like and subscribe as well. But let them know I'm not ignoring anybody in the chat. I just don't have access to the chat as my headphones are apparently not acting right. Apparently it's capturing a louder ambient noise than it needs to. So I'll have to try to address that later tonight for the most part. Hopefully we will be streaming from the Magic Kingdom tomorrow on Thursday. So brace yourselves for that. I think we're going to leave Friday available because our kids have a Wizard of Oz performance that they're doing for the rest of the week. But Friday is the evening. It's going to be the evening start. So my wife will be getting ready for that, as we'll basically have to be picking up the kids from school. We'll have to take them to dinner because realistically it would be worth going back home and then back up to the school. It's about 20-25 minutes away in good days of traffic. So we figure we'll just take them out to eat on Friday evening. So we will probably not be streaming anything on Friday. And of course, Saturday and Sunday is always our private time in a sense, even though I would like to feel as if one day I'll start doing some late night lounges where we do some recaps, just some basic conversations. I could talk about anything and everything. Especially if you have a topic in mind, let me know. I'll even research things and give my blind perspective opinion on some of the topics at hand. Nothing is too controversial and nothing crosses the line in my book. Only thing I ask, especially for here in the chat, and of course I'm pretty sure my moderators will keep you guys in line, try to be respectful and mindful of everybody inside the chat, and try not to flood the chat with unnecessary comments or repetitive comments at the same time as well. And as always, be sure to tell your friends, tell your family, and tell your enemies. Hopefully they're not all the same people.
You always end up facing it a different way when I come back out. Sorry about that.
To subscribe to This Time Daily.
I gotta read you Right Tracks. Right Tracks had said, Fast Pass is here.
Well.
Tracks had said, the narrator for World of Motion was Gary Owens, the voice actor behind the original Space Ghost and a million others. He was a legend.
Okay, I was about to say, I was like, Gary Owens, the comedian? But no.
And then said, he also did intro, Ladies and Gentlemen, Garfield and Friends.
Oh, Garfield.
Yeah. And Fast Pass as well.
Ah, fastly late again, Fast Pass. Fashionably late again. You should know what movie that's from.
Me?
Yeah.
Obviously I do.
Yes. Fashionably late again, Jonas. Loser.
So there's a whole line of us waiting for the new board. She's like, oh yeah, you want to wait around for it, it'll be good when it comes out. And I was like, okay, I'll wait for it. So then the line forms after me. They bring the board out and they're like, no, not a single thing on board.
Well, my sister is going to be good.
Yeah.
I said yes. I think you need to have
Why'd they just bring it out? Like all the anticipation. Wah, wah, wah.
The guy behind me goes, I would have thought it would have been better after all the time we waited. And I was like, well, I was hoping so. We're really cutting it close on time, though.
Oh, what time is it now?
1:16.
Oh, wow, already?
Yes.
Well, I'm over here talking about, we're going to tally. All right, so let's fast track this lap right here. We're going to tally up those likes.
We're halfway to our goal of 30. Like every 10 likes, Charles will down 2 cups of that delicious and refreshing beverage. I'll be darned if it isn't.
So right now it's only 2. We're at 15.
It doesn't show up on my phone.
Okay.
They'll have to tell me, but I'm assuming so.
Oh, I know it shows up on here, but I don't have. It's probably too small of a print. And where was that line was for me? Italy?
Germany.
Germany. Okay. Oh, now we're in. Okay. That's funny because Germany usually does a good refresh.
Yeah, they do.
I bet you the manager's probably like, oh, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Probably.
I'll take that.
Calories in these 2 sandwiches.
That's it? Wait, combined or all?
combined.
Yeah, my iced coffee.
Geez, you'll burn that before we get back to you'll burn that before we get to Canada.
We're gonna help you with the read. Go to like the 2 hotels across from us.
A salute to all nations, but mainly America.
We just passed Alex Cave.
Really?
Yeah.
Like working or?
No.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. That was empty.
Oh, you know what? I probably should have plugged this in while I was standing there.
I know my phone is came up on red.
Oh, then my phone probably most definitely is. All right, where are we going? Let's see, we're America. You don't stop at Japan though, right? So you got.
I wasn't stopping anywhere really.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, then, let me,
I'm not gonna be able to finish this one.
huh?
I'm not gonna be able to finish this one.
Actually, let me see if I can, okay. As soon as we slow down, I'll try to plug in the phone. I got the cord right here anyway. Because I'd hate for the stream to go away just as we get to the Beverly portion.
You tried that once.
Actually, it did happen one time. If you can hold the phone while I push this in.
They're taking a picture. $16 likes is what I can see.
All right. I think I'll end the count right there. So we can get the 2 cups of milk. Well, I mean, I said I was probably going to end it at 115. I was going to tally it up at 115. So yeah, I think that we're going to call that a day on the Beverly Challenge. Only 16 likes on today's live stream. That means I only have to take 2 cups of Beverly.
That means that Right Tracks didn't have all of his computers on.
Yep. So sad. Too bad.
Right Tracks fast passage you bring. Alright, we're gonna find Jasmine. You need cereal for Jenny. It's the what is it? Is that how you say it?
I don't know. Time of your life?
Beat
Oh,
of my heart.
time of my life. I'll never heard it before. And then once again, I'm gonna fiddle around, try to figure out what's going on with this headset, why the microphone or whatever is acting up. So if you see me accidentally coming online later tonight, don't click on that. Just ignore it.
Click on that.
I'm also going to probably test out. I'll probably try to test out a Streamlabs to see how easy that is to either set up, or if I have to already set it on my YouTube and just use the Streamlabs to stream it. See how that goes.
Yeah, she's You don't want to take her out of the box.
Oh.
Hello, world travelers. Please welcome to the stage Atlas Fusion.
Thank you. And welcome to the We can present in our style by Atlas Fusion. Enjoy the show with us. Thank you.
You want to go sit down and we'll put your hats together? We'll go back around.
Fast Pass said he ate all the cereal.
So would that make him a serial killer?
Yes.
Well, 'cause
Right track says that's okay. She still has the other thing. Oh boy. Never gonna live that one down.
nope. I mean, come on. Between us three,
Well, us four, because I didn't get to live down the whole Confederate flag either.
that and the silent killer, the villain that you never see. Oops, sorry.
Wait, what? Wait.
The villain that you never see.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. He's heartless. Right tracks never letting it go.
In the night, cold story ever told.
Well, we all have preferences. Those are just mine.
It's good though. I mean, she has a favorite food. I don't really have one. I just like to eat. That's probably one of the reasons why we don't film ourselves eating, because you guys wouldn't want to watch that. I am a savage. Like, my wife has this thing, you know, because she's proper. She likes to give me food with like forks and knives and all these other things. I'm like, what is this? Like the other day, we cooked up some steaks. She does it all the time. She gives me like a fork and a knife. I'm like, I don't eat with these things. I'll pick up a baked potato and eat it with my hands.
You gotta at least try to act civilized.
I think the only time I've ever really had to use a utensil is obviously when eating rice.
I hope so. And noodles.
I don't know, sometimes those last little bit of noodles do not come onto the fork.
Well, I hope you'll be eating spaghetti tonight with a fork.
I mean, I'll have to, but like once you get down to the nitty gritty, that plate of that bowl is being tipped right into my mouth. And we'll let gravity do the rest. I gotta remember to, you guys like it all separate too, because Calypso didn't want sauce. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are winding down our time for today. We're going to be honoring the Beverly Challenge. Unfortunately, by the time we ended a tally, only up to 16 likes. So because we didn't meet the 20, it is only going to be 2 cups of Beverly. 2 cups of Beverly for every 10 likes to this video. So as soon as we get the club cool, we'll be honoring that, and then we'll be ending the live stream abruptly. So as Jenny goes and gets my punishment, I'll be doing the customary last rounds. Of course, it wouldn't be a streaming without the screaming. as we round out our trip around World Showcase and our search for pins here at EPCOT Center.
Yeah, you know where the roller is?
As we're entering into the drinking hour, all the drinkers start to migrate to the parks, and all they want to do is drink, 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 drink. I actually can't wait to get home because I have a nice little calm beverage waiting for me at home.
Ooh, me too.
Yeah, well, you have like 5 left.
No, I have 3 left.
Oh, 3 left. That's out. So as we're walking through, I just like to say that I appreciate everybody that comes in, stops by, leaves a like and a comment. Even though I will say we've had some pretty good numbers as far as viewpoints go. However, the likes don't represent that. So I need to see more people liking those videos as they come in. We've had a couple of videos. We've had a number of videos with, for us, it's a big accomplishment, about 600 to 800 views. Even after YouTube tallies up some of the stragglers. I think that YouTube buffs up the numbers, but I think they also go through and get rid of, I guess, the bots or whatever they're called. But then the numbers come back still good. Unfortunately, the likes don't reflect that. I need to get up in that algorithm. I believe we had just over 1,000 people that tuned into our live stream, which again, that was surprising for me. We don't get that often. And then about 30, I think I got a tally of 36 more people that have watched it since it was last put on YouTube officially. So thanks for those people that do come in. And thanks for, I would say we've probably gotten about 6 to 10 new subscribers every live stream for the past few months.
Sometimes more.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get more.
there was one time we got, I think it was when we did one of the first marching bands we caught. I think a lot of those kids were in the chat, were in the stream, because that was about 50 people we got that day.
Vespa said, just so you know I was here, just didn't comment because everyone was being ignored. Did the laughing face.
Is it yummy?
Hey, if I don't know people are there, I'm not gonna say nothing to them. I speak when spoken to.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, it is, because I mean, there's been plenty of times I just won't talk to you at all until you say something. I'm like, oh, okay. I can speak now. Especially.
Why do you say that? Your mouth goes 90 to nothing anyway.
Well, yeah, when I have the opportunity to talk, because I know better. Like, okay, first thing in the morning, when she gets to walking around, don't say a word until the cereal, the black man and the coffee. I'm sorry, the cereal and the coffee have been consumed. And even then, you got to be careful. And then, of course, you know, I can keep a conversation until someone else in the world does something stupid, like driving. Then I'm like, oh, let me sit in silence. Let's let that anger fester a little bit.
This morning was not anger. I was terrified.
Well, sheer shock, yeah.
He almost hit me and then I was shaking.
Yeah, people down here, it's not even Florida drivers. It's people who learn to drive everywhere else that don't adapt to how to drive in Florida. We have been hit 5 times in the same spot. Because, you know, vehicles come with blind spots. I don't know what Biff Tannen told you guys, but all vehicles have a blind spot. You got to check them. And then don't try to tell the police officer a story that doesn't make sense. We're turning left, and somehow we turn right to swing into her. I love when I make a right turn and a left turn. But that's not like they'll be in the far right lane, and then they'll make a left turn. And then there's those people where it'll be 2 left turns, and the person on the outer left turn lane wants to make a U-turn. Well, the person in the inner left turn lane isn't making a U-turn.
I wish we were lying and making that up.
No, because it happens so often. I mean, if I had the ability, I would say just give me a lawn chair and just let me sit on the corner of 192.
Oh,
And then I'll just.
you couldn't. You'd fear for your life.
Oh, I wouldn't.
There's no way.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, I wish somebody would. I will cash in on that lawsuit so big.
You would, but we haven't called the attorney yet. But that's fine.
Well, yeah, but you gotta have an injury.
Huh?
You gotta have an injury. I'm talking about someone. Well, that helps though. Cause it's like it's like they're just like, oh,
Sorry. I saw a pin. Do this one.
like oh, property damage. Okay.
Come on, babe.
Oh. So you say you saw a pants? Huh?
I did. I can't leave you right in the walkway. Stay right there.
Yeah, she's doing some research on a dash cam because I mean that could be a whole nother channel. Just the things that we see on just our small commute. We don't even really go too many places. This is just going from school to theme parks. I mean, we literally live 15-20 minutes from the school, 15-20 minutes from Disney World property. We could write a book on some of the things we see just in that short time span, just in a small 5-mile radius. And then, of course, I mean, if I could even keep tallies of some of the foolish behavior that happens right here on Disney property.
They said that there was a ton of wind noise coming through.
Oh, probably because I was sitting right by the fan.
I think it was before that.
Oh. Well, it's also a windy day. Like I said, it's been windy for the past 3 days, since Monday, really. Actually, Sunday, I think it stormed. What?
Blind dudes drive. I mean, it seems like it, yeah.
You might as well. I mean, hey, I could probably do a better job than some of these screw jobs that are out here. I mean, it's the thing. Like, never in my day have I ever just changed lanes without taking consideration that, well, one, I shouldn't do that, or I should look to see if anybody else is around me when I do that. Never have I waited till I got to the light before I realized, oh, I'm in the wrong lane.
And let me hold up the straight
And
lane
hold up all those
while
straight
I'm
lanes of
sitting
traffic.
with my left blinker trying to get into the left lane that I should have been in a mile back.
I mean, pretty soon, you're gonna find that one guy. He's gonna put he's gonna replace his horn with a pew pew. So every time he honks his horn, we got shots fired. Shots fired.
It's 1:35. You're gonna have to down these Beverly's fast. The kids get out at 2:15.
Okay.
Trash cans right in front of you. Ooh, rain clouds.
All right, this will probably be the fastest Beverly challenge, so ladies and gentlemen, be prepared. This is no prepping. I'll just go ahead and do the outro right now because we're going to end this live stream as soon as she gets back, as soon as I down these Beverlys. I'd like to thank everyone that's come through to today's live stream, hitting that like and subscribe button. Of course, it only tallied up to 16 by the time we ended it up. Hopefully that number will be a little bit better when we get on, when more people start watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We might be live streaming from the Magic Kingdom, and that will probably be our last live stream until next week, hopefully. We're going to be penciling in a lot of the live streams in the next upcoming week. Kids have a dentist appointment on Monday. I have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. So if there's going to be any live streaming, it'll probably be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Because this is the kids' last week of their Wizard of Oz, they're actually doing the performances. There will be no more Festival of Fantasy Parades at 3 o'clock because the kids will be getting out at that time. So we will have to be home for that. Of course, next month is going to be the kids' last month of school, so be prepared for any of the things that we try to do during the summer, whether it's a spontaneous live stream or just a bulk of videos that we may be trying to do. I'll probably try to put some commentary on there because for those of you who enjoy my voice, you'll still be able to enjoy that voice throughout the summer as we navigate the kids' summer break. Like I said, once the more news and some of our future endeavors, I will be keeping you guys updated on that. All right, so here's the Beverly. All right, so right at the bat, where's the other one?
They're both right there, one behind the other.
All right,
What's up?
so real quick, I'll let you guys
Hey.
Good to see you.
All
Good
right.
to see you. I'll come talk to you again.
Okay.
Ready?
Oh, hold on, I almost dropped my phone.
Sweet mother of God.
I know.
All right, ready?
Yep.
All right, we'll see you next time on this time.
He loves it. He loves it. So dramatic.
That tastes like. Oh God.
Now she'll have to carry him out. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man. Okay, guys, I'm
All right.
so sorry. We have to wrap this up. The kids get out at 2:15 today, so I gotta book it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll be back when? Let's see. What's today? Thursday.
Maybe
Friday?
tomorrow?
Yeah, I
No.
think we'll. No.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, well, probably tomorrow because Friday is the kids' evening thing.
Oh,
You want-
tomorrow's
you gotta
not
give
Friday.
it-
Yeah. Okay. Yes, tomorrow. Yes. Yes. All right. Thank you. Yes. Have a good one. The Beverly Buzz. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next time on This Time.